This evening, we begin with breaking news. A firefighter was injured and a business destroyed this afternoon after a fire in KCK. It happened at 633 Kansas Avenue just after noon. That's where we find 41 Action News reporter Alyssa Donovan. Alyssa, the fire chief saying this was a very challenging fire.
Oh, that's right, Tom. And when the first crew arrived, they saw thick smoke billowing out of the family-owned Armourdale furniture store. And you can see they're boarding that up right now. That's when crews decided they needed to upgrade this to a 3-alarm fire. The fire chief tells me that quick thinking likely saved the rest of these businesses on this block. It's been in this community for decades.
We've been in business since 1937.
And today, owner Brian Gersh watched as the store he built with his family burned to the ground.
So my grandfather started, and I am now the 3rd generation running it.
The store was closed today, so no one was inside. But workers at the hardware store next to it noticed something wasn't right.
My aunt first approached me and was like, well, do you smell something? And I was like, yeah, I do.
Smoke began trickling into their store, so they called 911. When firefighters arrived, they discovered the fire was coming from underneath the floor of the furniture store.
They were doing some construction, some renovation type work in the flooring, and fire somehow got initiated.
Crews had to climb into a narrow crawl space to fight the fire.
It's kind of a precarious thing, having to send them down in there like that. It's like, almost like going underwater, they're down in there.
The situation made more dangerous by the construction materials inside the building.
There's some foam type materials down there. They're very toxic. And so, we're taking all the precautions to make sure they get in and out of there in a safe manner.
And while it's devastating for Gersh, he knows the community his family has served for years will support them through this tragedy.
It's a bit of a setback, but this is life. We do the best way we can.
26 units responded to the fire, and the chief says without all that manpower, this would have looked very different.
This fire just could have took out this whole block. A lot of things happen real fast, but I will tell you, I've never been prouder of these guys.
And while the crews were working in that crawl space, one firefighter was forced to remove his mask. He was taken to KU Med for smoke inhalation. The fire chief tells me he's also concerned there could be the possibility of carbon monoxide poisoning due to all of the toxins those firefighters were breathing in. Reporting in KCK, Alyssa Donovan, 41 Action News.